Hey everyone, Jen here. In this short video, I'm going to ask the question of whether you're rich or poor. And that question might prompt you to look at your bank account, look at your assets, look at your investments and decide if you're rich or not. Or we can analyze whether we've got too much debt or too many liabilities or just junk in our life. Some people might say, well, I have health, I have people that love me, I have freedom, I have all the things I need, and so I'm rich, which is true as far as the quality of life. However, if someone has spent their whole life in learning, building, investing, earning, and they lose their money in one freak event like that, does that make them poor? In this case, even though they've lost all of their wealth in one moment, you can guarantee that it's not long before they apply their learning to a new venture and start to just build those assets and build that wealth again. Grant Cardone illustrated this beautifully in a recent docuseries called Undercover Billionaire, where he is landed in a strange city with only a cell phone and $100. And the challenge for him is to start a $1 million business within 90 days. So spoiler alert, he succeeds. He is able to build relationships, leverage his skills in exchange for other resources. He's able to win the trust of people, and he's able to build a business that is valued at over $1 million within 90 days. He did all of that without leveraging any of his previous relationships. The cell phone he had no contacts from his previous life. He wasn't able to access any of his money. He only had the $100 to live on for 90 days, and he had to go incognito. So people didn't know his brand or trust him because of his name particularly. In that moment, Grant Cardone is a rich man with no money, as opposed to being a poor man. His true wealth is his mindset, his abilities, the habits he's built over his lifetime, his skills, his learning, the knowledge that he brings to be able to leverage the relationships, see the opportunities, and build the wealth again. A good analogy for this is here on screen. So we can see that on the bottom axis, we've got poor to rich, which is a continuum. Poor to rich is quite a different continuum to with money and without money. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we've got a traditional poor person who has no money. However, we can have a poor person with money. And this happens occasionally when we see somebody who might win the lottery or get an inheritance or suddenly make a lot of money in a situation, but they are still limited by the poverty of their mindset, their experience, their habits, their learning. And you can guarantee that a person in this situation is going to be losing their money very quickly. And so we see lottery winners who lose millions of dollars within a few years of winning their earnings and going right back to where they started. Because in this situation, they become a poor person with money rather than being a rich person. The difference is really fundamental here. Similarly, we can see that a rich person can be without money or with money. Obviously, the stereotype is the rich person with money in the top right-hand corner. However, Grant Cardone illustrated what it was like to be a rich person without money and how quickly he was able to leverage those other assets, skills, time, experience, learning, and very quickly make it back up into the quadrant of being a rich person with money. So basically, if we begin to see richness, not as just health and freedom and people that love us, but true wealth is actually a state of mind. It's a skill, it's an ability, it's experience, it's learning, it's the ability to leverage relationships and see business opportunities. It's the ability to understand how money works and to put it to work in assets that will then earn money. Once we understand this, we can all become, no matter how much money we have in our bank account, we can become rich people without money, or rich people with a bit of money, or rich people with a lot of money. The difference here is that being rich is actually the mindset. So invest in your mindset, invest in your skills, invest in your abilities, invest in your knowledge. And no matter what situation you're in, whether you've got money or you suddenly lose your money, you're still a rich person and you have the skills and abilities to go out and make the money all over again. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.